heck am I gonna get over this ledge? Hey, Yoshi, come here!
Yoshi!
You know what, Yoshi? You've seen better days. Just get home, please.
Yoshi!
Alright, guess I'll have to do this myself. I'm the Mario brother. I can do this. Son of a gun! The realm of video game movies is astronomical. Every single one of them is an absolute masterpiece. From Assassin's Creed to Warcraft, all the way up to Tomb Raider. But you're probably noticing I left one off that list. Probably the greatest masterpiece to ever grace the screen. And no, I'm not talking about the Sonic the Hedgehog movie, even though that one would work too. Alright, real talk, the Sonic movie's not as bad as people say it is, okay? I mean, he flosses, but you know who doesn't do that nowadays? But what movie am I talking about today? What movie do I consider to be the greatest video game movie of all time? Well, buckle in your seatbelts, everyone, because today we are talking about the Super Mario Brothers movie! Yes, the most sure and accurate depiction of any video game source material. Now, if you don't know what the Super Mario Brothers movie is, get ready for a ride today. This was a movie released all the way back in 1993, and it starred Bob Hoskins and John Leguizamo, two absolute powerhouses of the box office at that time. After this flick, they went like... It wasn't a good time. Now, when you envision the Mushroom Kingdom, what do you see? Do you see bright green grass? Do you see amazing hills? Do you see a beautiful castle in the distance showing Princess Peach's beautiful face on it?
Or do you see an old rundown city that looks like Detroit?
Because that is what is actually a part of this movie. This is called the Mushroom Kingdom, and it is such a strange incident. Because Mario and Luigi aren't in the Mushroom Kingdom. Nah. In fact, they are in Brooklyn.
Literally just Brooklyn.
Out of every city in the world, I would just not expect Mario and Luigi to be in Brooklyn. But that's not even the biggest fault of this movie. There's a lot more, trust me. But I wanted to point out that the intro of this movie is basically Meet the Robinsons.
Or maybe Meet the Robinsons is just the Super Mario Brothers movie, since this one came out first, comparatively.
I've watched this movie through multiple times, but genuinely, I hate it. But Joe, why'd you call it the best video game movie ever then? Have you ever heard of sarcasm?
Me sarcastic? Couldn't be me.
So what is the plot of this movie? What sort of amazing story did they come up with for this gracefully beautiful thing on the big screen? Well, one thing that they got right is that Mario and Luigi are plumbers. Good job! And after going on a date with Daisy, Luigi ends up finding that there's a big busted pipe under the city. And it turns out there's a portal down there that drags them in? Bro, I don't freaking know. This movie's on crack. I wonder what awards this movie won. Bruh, it actually got nominated for freaking best costumes and best makeup. Best costumes for these Goombas? We'll get to them. Trust me. But I just take really great solace in the fact that they did not win. No wonder Nintendo's been so cautious about getting back into the film industry. And the award for the least amount of awards I've ever seen on a movie, the Super Mario Brothers movie. You freaking suck! Thank you, Academy of Science Fiction. You did good. Also, this movie has brilliant effects. I don't know if you can tell, but as we continued through the movie, after Mario and Luigi fall through the portal, which is a really weird sentence to say, they end up in the Mushroom Kingdom. Why does this movie exist, Nintendo? Nintendo, I don't care how many times you're gonna put me on hold. I'm not ending this call until I talk to someone. Why'd you do this movie? So after Daisy is kidnapped, you see the absolute beauty that is the Mushroom Kingdom, which is some weird metropolitic kind of underground place
where Koopa Square exists.
And I don't know why, the first time that I saw this, it was so jarring because it's just not what you expect at all. And back in 1993, I'm sure that's exactly what people thought when they saw this. Now listen, Nintendo, I can understand making the overworld Brooklyn, and I can understand making the Mushroom Kingdom look like a rundown Detroit. But for the life of me, I cannot forgive the fact that you made a Goomba look like that. Like that! You see this? This is a Goomba. That's an abomination. But now that we've moved past that, do you want to see what Bowser looks like? Do you want to see what the amazing villain looks like in this beautiful movie?
This pit hole, germs everywhere.
That's him. That's Bowser. Nintendo, please, I can only facepalm so much. So from here, we learn Bowser's true plan. He wants to kidnap Daisy and the stone that we saw earlier and merge the two worlds together. Brooklyn and Detroit. Thanks, Bowser. Or should I say King Koopa? I don't know why they thought this was a good idea. I don't understand their thought process by making Bowser a businessman. I mean, it sort of fits this version of the world, but my God, why? All of this makes me wonder how a Super Mario Brothers movie would look now. Like, what would they do different? Would they make it truly artistically viable to the source material? You know, if Bob Hoskins was still alive, they'd probably use him again. But you know what? Let's take a break from being super critical of this movie because I want to talk about something that's actually kind of funny.
The movie itself's actually kind of funny.
In a genuine way or in an ironic way? Probably a little bit of both, because there are a lot of scenes in this movie, intentional or not, that are just freaking hilarious. I don't know why, they're just so good.
Shouldn't wander around without a weapon.
Yeah.
You got one?
No.
All right.
Now, continuing the plot forward, let's talk about this scene here. Mario and Luigi have just been taken into custody, and now it's time to reveal what their names are. Their full legal names.
Name.
Mario.
Last name.
Mario.
Okay, what's your name?
Luigi.
Luigi?
No, Luigi Mario.
According to headcanon, Mario's last name is Mario, and Luigi's last name is Mario as well. What the crap, Nintendo?
I don't understand what's happening here. Am I okay with that? I mean, kinda, a little bit, not gonna lie. So after a very valiant escape from the Koopa King and his minions, Mario and Luigi make their run away from the Goombas, and it's a riot to watch. I don't know why, it's stupid but fun. I think that's a good way to describe the movie itself. Very stupid, kinda fun. And then it's time to check up on Daisy because we haven't seen her in a while. And it turns out that she is actually the princess of this world and her father was the king.
Princess Peach who?
Out of this entire movie, I don't think there's actually any mention of Princess Peach. Where the heck is she? So after Mario and Luigi lose the shard that's needed in order to merge the two worlds, they actually have to get it back. But how do they get it back, you ask? Apparently there's this long drawn out scene that is one of the weirdest things I've ever seen in my life. Mario and Luigi visit a dance club in which he has to have a dance with another character that is strangely sensual. Very strangely sensual. The meteorite shard happens to be on a necklace that she's wearing, so I guess he had to do it, but I don't know, this scene just seemed really weird to me. And even after Mario steals it, she actually is kind of cool when they eventually get crashed on. She decides to save them, and she also gives Mario a kiss. It's kind of nice, actually. Good for you, Mario. Peach didn't deserve you. And after they make their grand escape, it is time to go find Daisy. Now, just for the sake of pacing, I want you to know that this movie is an hour and 44 minutes long. And yes, it does feel like that. And I'm having to rush through a lot of details for this video, and I hate having to summarize a movie past the point of it being unrecognizable. But you know, I'm trying to hit all of the major plot points for it, so you're welcome, Internet. I hope you appreciate it. But if you are gonna watch this movie yourself, you gotta do it because there's so much stuff that's just so weird in it.
Look, all of the stuff I'm telling you is all the important things, okay? Some of the stuff isn't important. Most of it's just filler for the movie itself.
What are you telling me the entire story can't be created in such a vast, amazing world detail compared to the story writers themselves?
Basically, no.
And before we get to the very climactic moment of this movie, I want to go over just a quick list of stuff that happened in this movie that I didn't get to touch on while we were going through the plots.
This is gonna be a very rapid-fire list, so you better be ready.
Alright, here we go. Daisy was raised by Catholic nuns. Mario and Luigi live in a rundown apartment that I'm pretty sure costs $900 a month or so. Bowser's cousins Iggy and Spike are very prominent villains in this movie, but they turn good because they realize they have morals. And they tell Bowser to suck an egg. Yoshi almost eats Bowser's partner. No, literally, he almost eats her. I don't remember her name, to be honest, but it happens. And she freaking stabs him, bruh. The Goombas really like to dance, and Mario and Luigi use that against them. Bob-ombs grow from fungus. Daisy's father is literally fungus in this movie because of Bowser turning him into it. And Luigi's actually kind of happy to meet him.
An honor to meet you, sir, and a pleasure.
There's a really long sled scene in this movie that takes place by Mario and a few girls on a bed going down a big pipe.
It sounds a lot more weird when I say it like that, okay? I understand. And no, I'm not giving you context.
Bowser's partner literally gets fried by electricity. But don't worry, she's alive. Until later on in the movie when she dies.
Man, she sure makes an impression.
Luigi, not the time! Now here we are, the final climactic battle of the movie, and Mario has a bomb.
How large of an explosion do you think this thing has? Let's find out.
Because everyone in this city is absolutely terrified of it. And look how small the things are. They're so cute. And I'm not gonna lie, I kind of like Bob Hoskins as Mario. He gives him a real gritty feel, even though Mario's like a genuinely happy character. I feel like this Mario really had a lot of alcohol problems. But before they're able to battle, it turns out the worlds are merging. Bowser's partner earlier actually ended up putting the shard in there. How she died, by the way, I forgot to mention that. And it's almost too late. Now it's up to Daisy and Luigi to save the day because only Daisy can withstand the force of this shard. I'm not gonna lie, saying this all out loud sounds really stupid. And it is. Honestly, at this point, I'm just memeing because I have no idea what's going on anymore. To a point, to a point.
Monkey.
You know what I have to say about this scene?
Reject society, return to monk. I'm sorry, guys, I had to. You know I had to do it. But wait! Before they can completely merge, Daisy and Luigi are able to take out the shard, and things return back to normal. To normal. And the battle that ensues between Bowser and the brothers is freaking hilarious. And the dancing Goombas make a return, because Toad is here to save the day and keep the Goombas from shooting Mario. God, I feel like as I'm saying all this stuff, I'm on crack.
And you remember that bomb from earlier?
Goodbye, Bowser.
Just kidding, he's back as a freaking T-Rex!
But soon after, Mario and Luigi both de-evolutionize him so much that he eventually becomes Goop, and the entire Mushroom Kingdom is saved. We got a happy ending, baby!
So, after listening to all of that, are you convinced to watch the movie yet?
Bruh, if you're not convinced by now, how in the world am I gonna convince you otherwise? But yes, everything returns back to normal, including Daisy's father, who is now not fungi anymore.
He's no longer a fun guy.
So Mario and Luigi say goodbye to Princess Daisy, and Yoshi as well, and they head back to Brooklyn. After such an amazing adventure, how the heck are they just gonna go back to fixing toilets? I just want you to look at this screenshot for a second. Does this look like it's from the Super Mario Brothers movie? I can't say this enough. This movie is just so freaking weird, dude. And just before the credits roll, Daisy bursts back in
And says they have to go on another adventure.
Can you believe they set up a sequel for this movie? Because believe it or not, there's a post-credit sequence. Yes, Nintendo was being a Marvel Cinematic Universe before they realized it.
We have a very exciting proposal.
A video game based on your many adventures.
What would you call it?
The Super Koopa Cousins.
Oh my god. I don't understand what just happened. The movie's done. I went through an emotion that I don't think exists.
I've been Nintendo'd.
And no one's gonna tell me otherwise. I know I crapped over the movie for its terrible writing and all that, but you know, it's just so fascinating to look back on it, because it's not a good video game movie. But I would say this is actually a pretty good movie. I mean, just look at the production value, the actors who do their best to bring these characters to life. It's pretty good. Nowhere close to the best video game movie ever. Sorry about the clickbait title, but it's just nuts. But yeah, overall, I had so much fun watching this movie again. It's been so long. It was a wild ride. If you're able to, go watch the Super Mario Brothers movie, check it out for yourself, and let me know if you've ever seen this movie. You're probably thinking to yourself, why would I watch this movie, Joe? Because it's an experience. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Hit that like button and hit that subscribe button and be on the lookout for some more epic videos to come in the future. Let me know what other weird movies I should check out by leaving a comment down below, and I'll be sure to read it and check it out. If you're already subscribed to the channel, consider becoming a member by hitting that join button down below to access some exclusive perks, or hit that little Y button at the top right of the screen to check out my Teesprings merch shop.
Trust me, the merch is epic.
But yes, thank you all again for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I will see you on the next video, and you all stay awesome. From side to side, come on, it's time to go do the Mario!